Hello and welcome back to another video. So now that I've had this 2007 Odyssey Touring for now 13 years, I'm going to give you some long-term tips on taking care of it and keeping it in good shape. For being such an old van, the shine, it's got a really nice clear coat still on it. So I'm going to show you on all my stuff here. This is by far the best right here. It is rubbing compound. Now this is specifically if you have like swirl marks and like really bad, if it's really bad. But if you don't have swirl marks and you just want like a really good restoration type, number two is a machine polish. You're going to want to use an orbital sander, but this is the best. Like this bottle right here, I want to say is like $30 to $40. It's about half gone, but for sure this is the best way to go to keep that shine. And then on the seats, this is what I use. This is just a wipe on and it keeps the seats from cracking. By far, really good product. For the windshield, I use just plain original Rain-X. When I get bugs on the front of the van, like, you know, from driving a long time and I'll get a lot of bug debris, I use this Goof Off. This doesn't hurt your paint and it takes off the bugs very easily. Let's see, for the wheels, I use just any type of standard metal polish will work fine. But this is particularly for chrome and aluminum, and it works great on the wheels. These are the wipes I use. I only use Armor All cleaning wipes. I never use the protectant wipes. All right, another tip I'll give you on long-term care of this van is all these seals. I would use the same Armor All cleaning wipes, and I would go all the way around the inside and the outside of these seals. And you know, you'll notice like they're still in great shape for being 13 years old. There's also seals on the inside of the doors. I just wipe them all down, and that really helps them not to crack, to stay good for a long time. The motor mounts on this, they are technically bad, but I never replace them. There's one motor mount on the front, I think it's the front, that's electric hydraulic, like electro-hydraulic. It's like $1,000 to replace the thing. I never replaced it. I don't think that it needed it. The only time I would do something is if I started hearing a really bad knocking or something. But for just the, you know, like to get the special eco, you know, or cylinder deactivation, it still does all that. So I would say it's not worth replacing those motor mounts. In a previous video, I did the brakes and the rotors. Super easy. I've always done, you know, regular maintenance items that's just really easy. So, okay, let's talk about the air conditioning for a minute. So I'm on my third air conditioning unit in this van. One was actually Honda's fault and they replaced it, and the other was my fault and I had to replace it. Now, even though the Honda one was under warranty, I still had to pay for the labor. They covered the part, which the part for the air conditioning compressor was like the clutch that blew out. That part was about $600, and was another like $400 or $500 for the labor to install it. So I still had to pay for the labor, even though Honda covered the part. But the second time when my air conditioning blew out was actually I had poured in a fuel treatment, like one of those STP, you know, fuel treatments, and I poured one of those oil treatments that's designed to like blow out all your carbon deposits in your engine. And it says at the end to like rev the engine, like race the engine to like blow it out. And so I was going down the street and I floored it, and then I went down to, you know, the other end of the street and I floored it again. And then I was having so much fun like flooring it that like the fourth time I floored it, there's this big puff of black smoke that came out the back, and I knew, and then the air went hot, so I knew that I blew out the clutch again on the air conditioning. And that time cost me, I was able to find an aftermarket. Those are like Denso units, which are the OEM, but aftermarket is the same as the OEM. And I found one on eBay and then paid a guy. I want to say it cost me like $750. So that was an expensive lesson to when you're going to do your engine treatments, make sure that you turn off the air conditioner before you start racing the engine. New minivans have a lot more electronics on them, so it'll be interesting to see just how more complicated things are, like with the lane keeping assist and the autopilot features and stuff that's in a lot of the new ones. So that's pretty much all my tips for long-term care and maintenance of this vehicle. It's been amazing. Highly recommend it. I think it's very reliable. It's never broke down, never overheated. Just been a couple of annoying things that have happened with the side doors like not closing, and like the struts on this that I've had to replace a couple of times. But other than that, just doing maintenance, bulbs, and various items has been super simple. Stay tuned for going on an adventure with our new Honda Odyssey, and say goodbye. And here's the new one. It is a 2020 Odyssey Elite, which is basically the equivalent to the one I had, which was the Touring Edition. This is the Elite, and I will do a review video later, so stay tuned.